What is going on, everybody out there on High Vibe and on YouTube? As you are watching this, you're probably like, what is going on here? Well, we got a special day, special edition of Deep Love Tarot today. Dave is taking a little break. He's out in Sedona. He's going to take in that beautiful weather out there, those beautiful vortexes. Lucky for you, though, we are keeping it rolling here. So we're going to have myself running the cameras over here per usual. Let me get this going. And we are going to have Anne as well.
Hello.
Yes, say hello, Anne, to everybody.
Hi, I'll be manning or womaning the High Vibe Gold Cup.
There you go. And all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, the one and only, the Peace Dealer. So stoked to have you on here with us today, Mike, and we appreciate you showing up for us and showing up for everybody out there in the world, too.
Oh, this is broadcasted. I almost forgot.
Heck yeah, it is. We're live, baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Independent, too. We keeping it rolling, and we keeping it real. So
yeah. So how we're going to be doing this, obviously, Mike is the official top-notch tarot here amongst the group of us. So he's going to be rolling through and actually giving you the breakdown of the tarot for the week. He's going to give you a little love breakdown of the astrology and how that's looking out for us as well. Anne's going to be involved pulling the cards, as she said, and she's going to be pulling a little bit of tarot too. I've got a deck here as well. So we're just going to be having a little good time getting it going. So, and Mike's going to start to give you a little breakdown of a little love astrological forecast for this week of November the 9th through the 15th, 2020.
Not going to lie here. This week is super crazy. You can say that about every week, but this is something distinct about the transits we have this week. But I would actually love to show you. We have this week Venus in its dignity in Libra. And it only took me a whole transit to appreciate, the balance that comes with Libra. Because sometimes you might feel like you want something so bad, and then you get something that isn't as much as you wanted it, only to realize it's just right for you. And we're going to see that principle of balance work out for you too. But I would really like to show you what we're really dealing with this week. Please don't mind the tabs. So as you can see today, on the 9th, we have Venus right here in its dignity. We also have Mars right here, retrograde, in its dignity. The moon left Cancer in its dignity, like during the 7th, 8th. And we have Saturn here in its dignity. So we know Venus opposite Mars right here, this 180-degree angle, is a completion. And why is this very important? Because the completion of this cycle is getting ready to, over the next few months, completely harvest. And I only say completely harvest because Saturn here in the sign of completion in its dignity is completely completing this completion. And this is important when we take into account where this cycle started. 2019, where we had Venus and Mars conjunct in Virgo. And since then, they traveled, and we had, of course, Mars eventually, or Venus eventually retrograde in Gemini. And then, of course, we're led to here right now. So we know the cycle started in Virgo, and the reason why it's important to look at where it started is, well, we're completing right now. So what we're completing is a brand new cycle last year that changed our perception of how we can take what we really experience in our relationships to a whole nother level with new perceptions. And in the midst of a cycle that's bringing out our unique attributes and superpowers, this completion is allowing you to take how you've upgraded in your relationships with others. And in closing, I will say what this is leading to is a new cycle next year in Leo, opposite Saturn in Aquarius. So while we harvest this cycle, we know at the end of the week, Venus will be near the end of Libra during the new moon. So we're not only completing a cycle, we're getting ready to start a new Scorpio cycle. And in order to not sound like I spit too much jargon, what you want to understand this week is you have just completed a cycle that has taken out new parts of how you express yourself relative to everything you know. And you're bringing that into relationships with people. You're polishing your alter ego. And this is going to embolden, encourage you to do things you may have not always had the courage to do in relationships with people. This is the week you want to, sauce it up. Ask that person out. If you're already in a relationship, take someone out. Tell them how much they mean to you. You want to do this every day. But still, it's very important to see how this week with the completion, you're manifesting and fleshing out maybe a new way of expressing yourself in love, in relationships. And if we're thinking romantically, you want to get your usher on. So find someone you like and sing them a music video. I mean, you don't sing music videos, but
So it's a good week to get out and get a little weird, is what you're saying.
You want to get a little weird because you don't want to be too perfect. You want that little eccentricity to shine, so you remember you're still human, right? Or you have fun with it, and then you'll attract people who have your weirdness too, or compliment your differences. So yeah, it'd be really fun. When you want to have fun, That's the most important. Don't take it too serious with the Saturn square. There's a temptation to jump into things. But this is really more so about seeing how much you've grown and harvesting. I feel like a lot of people are going to be relationships like, wow, I knew I was smooth, but I didn't know I didn't know I had the moves like that. I didn't know I could back it like wow. So you're going to surprise yourself.
There we go. So we know we do get started on here with a collective love reading. So this is going to be affecting. I know Mike wanted to do a little something how to do with the moon signs as well. So he might throw that in there. But yeah, we're going to go in this collective love reading. So this is for the whole collective. This is for every sign. This is for every individual watching, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're not in a relationship. Mike's going to break it down right here. So let's get rolling this collective love reading, huh?
Whoop. All right, let us start with Aries.
Well, we just go over
Doing
this.
the
So this just goes
collective
over
right now.
everybody. So this one's not going to be for a specific sign just yet.
Oh, we're doing a collective card reading. I see what you mean. Perfect,
yeah, buddy.
Perfect. All right, beautiful. Well, instead of I'm using the Hermetic Tarot. So I'm going to do an actual spread for the collective. We'll do a 10-card spread. We'll get pretty cool here. So the underlying theme collectively this week for romance and love.
That love.
That good of love. We have the Princess of Wands. So especially with that excitement or the potential for excitement, and what I really meant to say, with all the buzz happening around you, you actually want to get excited this week. You want to stay in a mood of excitement. You want to be willing to do things you have wanted to do, but maybe haven't had the courage to do. And that also applies in bed too. We have the King of Wands and the Chariot. The King of Wands is the Leo card, but also, sitting in your power, which is very interesting because we have the Chariot here. And this is honestly very simple. The Chariot is a challenge, is saying, you got it. I feel like a lot of you, whether you have options or not, the Chariot is saying the only thing stopping victory for you in love is just deciding not to do it. It's saying that you're beating out competition. So the feeling I'm getting with this is if you're single and you want to make a relationship work, you literally can just boss mode that. Get your swag on with the King of Wands and just rolling your bends and just you don't have to say anything else. You just show up as yourself. So the underlying theme is the Hierophant, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge that you're coming into. I'm going to revisit this because this looks actually really awesome. what you're coming from, not surprisingly, is the Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck, especially if some of you feel like, especially if some of you are overthinking, you know what I mean? Like getting with people, or it's even in existing relationships with people. Maybe some of you see this is a past influence, so you're coming out of it. But you know, some of you may have recently felt like you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, which is ironic because you know this Chariot King of Wands energy is very, very, very powerful, which makes sense. You're coming out of it. We have the Wheel of Fortune. These are some very awesome cards this week. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about unexpected luck, being at the right place at the right time. And so the actual near future card. So today is Tuesday. So looking into Wednesday, Thursday. Wow. Okay. We have the sun. Now I see why you want to get excited. There's some really happy developments here. This is actually really dope. So the sun right off the bat is talking about happiness, but let's finish the reading. So we have the Empress is you right now. You're in your abundance. And this, remember, we see Venus is in her dignity in Libra. So you want to really channel this Venus and Libra energy. Mars and Aries is your passion, right? It's the desire. So how is Venus completing that desire in ways that connect with others socially and isn't, you know, so savage that it gets you into trouble, but classic? Well, you don't want to be too classic, though. You want to bring them the Aries rawness, too. We also have the Ten of Swords, though. So the Ten of Swords is around the Eight of Swords, and this is talking about ruin. It's the energy around you, but I'm going to revisit this because it follows a motif of the Eight of Swords. Then we have the Seven of Swords as guidance. This is Lord of Unstable Effort. It's a pretty sneaky card, depending on the deck. But the outcome we have for the week, I cannot make this up, guys. I swear to God. We literally have your wish come true, the Nine of Cups, which is very sketch to me because this almost seems too good to be true. But let's actually break this down because I'm very excited. Once again, we know that the end of the week is the new moon. So Venus at the final decade of Libra is going to be squaring Capricorn. And that's when the actions you take will be really, you know, through clashes changing. Squares like this is like if you have to meet someone's parents or if you have to make decisions that will clash with what someone else wants. So you have to come to compromise. But as you can see, we have the King of Wands and the Chariot. So this is you really moving forward, proclaiming courageously, you know, talking to people, connecting with people. But I want to kind of visit the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Some of you are walking out of some very like mental energy that has held you back. You're not a mess. You're the Empress. Some of this energy could be around you. And maybe that's why you doubt. Maybe that's why you dealt with doubt for what you can do. And this doesn't have to be doubt. This could just be like some old ways of thinking that you're ending. And so the Wheel of Fortune is serendipity based off of the grounded values and wisdom that has you set up exalted here. And this is where things get good, y'all. The sun? What? And then the Nine of Cups? What? That's crazy. So at the end of the week, middle end of the week, you're stepping into a very, 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 very happy, connection. Those of you coupled, you're having a happy experience. It's not even just for love. It's something that's going to happen for everywhere in your life that's going to trickle into love. The Wheel of Fortune is going to make this feel like it was destined. It's grounded with this Taurus card. So there's an element of spirituality where it's kind of grounded in your path. And the Seven of Swords, I really believe is, y'all might have to keep this on the hush hush, especially if you're talking to someone new. You might be dealing with someone who doesn't really tell anyone they're talking to you, or vice versa. Maybe someone might be in between relationships, but it's important to embrace these. The Sun and the Nine of Cups is going down. A lot of you are going to feel very fulfilled. A lot of you are going to manifest what you really want. It's very feel-good energy. So, damn, I'm happy to be the bearer of that good news. Remember, you're the Empress. You're Venus, so shine on.
Mm-hmm.
Shine on you,
Perfect
crazy
card.
diamond.
I'm hype. I'm excited now.
I'm excited about that too. The Empress card. This is perfect. The Sun, 9 of Cups. I wonder about what's going on in Las Vegas over there. I guess you could have that kind of life over there. So I thought
I think Mike needs to
maybe
get out on the strip over there and just go start hitting some tables. You might get the jackpot this week.
I think so.
True. Yeah.
So should we pull a couple of cards over here, Craig, to see what
if
it's
you want
like?
to, man. Get on it, girl.
All right. So, I'm going to pull one of these and see where we might be blocking ourselves from some of this. And since I don't do reversals really, I've got the 5 of Pentacles and it was reversed. So if you want to read it for reversed, go ahead. But I would say that this is not the week to be feeling like the little guy in the center of this card, right? Don't be waiting for handouts. Take control. Get out there, pull out that Empress energy, and just get out there and I guess use your 7 of Swords to navigate the world and get something good for yourself for a change, right? We deserve it after this past couple of months, right? We all need to get out and be happy a little bit this week. So Craig, what about if you pull a card over there?
Yeah, so I just pulled, I'm using the Morgan Greer deck. I just pulled the Page of Cups. So I think that it definitely is all kind of resonating together, these 3 messages. It's about really creating and welcoming this, and being almost the bearer of your news, of the productivity, and welcoming that love into your life and actually allowing that, and not necessarily like shying away from the messages when they're presented to you, but actually embracing it, and allowing that fulfillment of your life to come through. Could be a new love aspect. It could be a new love or just rekindling an old flame as well. But I think it's definitely welcoming. There's going to be a new growth and a new prosperity when it comes to that.
And if I can add on with what Anne said, which I think was very key, the 7 of Wands came with the Chariot. So that combination is all about, stealing home base. Some of you could seduce a prize catch or cut in line for a professional promotion. So, the Chariot as a challenge is sometimes you might have to beat out your own friends to win something. And the 7 of Swords is don't be afraid to, not cut corners, but be smart. Don't be afraid to be smart when it comes to
There's nothing
this.
wrong with being smart.
Nope. Not a doubt.
But with that, when you can kind of start to second guess yourself almost when you get caught up in your head. So I think that it's a bit of getting out of your own mind, and getting kind of tapped back into your emotional aspects of your life and really just letting the resonance of your feelings kind of shine through rather than just kind of trying to piece your life together, just piece these certain situations together, maybe just been dwindling us and holding us down, holding us back a bit.
Exactly.
All right. And well, shall we pull from the first I Love Gold cup?
I am so excited about getting to pull from the gold cup. All right. Who will be first tonight? Let's see. Oh, we've got the nice little Cancers. So
Crab people.
we'll throw it all over to Michael to start us off with the Cancers.
Cancer. Perfect. All right, Cancer. Shout out to Cancer. I feel like Cancer has been Cancer's been dealing with a lot of stress. I'll say that. A lot of pressure in relationships with people, heavy gaslighting, but also more empowerment than ever and showing up in your relationships than ever. So if you're Cancer rising too, it's a special period where you could be married and or divorced. So congratulations. Or at least you're raising your standards in relationships. So we have the King of Swords. This is twofold. This could be an individual who you'll be dealing with. Aquarius is your 8th house. Someone who could be the counterpart to your more psychic nature. But as an underlying theme, it's also saying when dealing with people romantically, you want to be super detached or rather super objective and detached. Instead of, if it was like the Knight of Cups, then I'd say get your Justin Bieber on. You want to be romantic, get some roses. You want to be like a lawyer here. You want to be very impartial, very objective. Take it almost as if your dates are a science experiment. We also have which might really feel weird, but like it'll clear a lot up. As with the Hierophant here, we see you're probably getting into more serious unions. The Hierophant is actually marriage too, and I would say vows, but let's see. Interestingly enough, we actually got the core energies of the reading. So we have the Empress here again, and consistent with the reading, we have as at the end of the week the Nine of Cups. So Cancer, there's fulfillment here. And I almost see this as a union between the Hierophant and the Empress, where the Empress has her wisdom of beauty and the Hierophant has like the spiritual keys. So this is you also incorporating spirituality in your relationships with people. I feel like you're going to have a blend. But Nine of Cups is definitely talking about your wish coming true and you being very fulfilled. Congratulations.
Nice, Cancer. I think that looks good so far. So what I'll add on to is we have got the Five of Wands. Interesting. So I'm going to pull also one of the Icarus cards as well. Oh my gosh, Cancer, Five of Wands and the Devil. I don't know what's happening over here in Orange County for the Cancers. So, you know, to me, I feel like what Michael was talking about is you know, the need to kind of pull on your Empress energy, but also to tap into the intuition that Cancers are known for when they're in their best place. Cancers can be super psychic, have so much depth, and attract people by just being in their beauty. I feel that sometimes, though, there's a temptation also to want to resort to a little bit more of that Machiavellian energy, right? Of worrying a little bit about trying to figure out the strategy behind how you're going to find your love, or maybe you're really addicted to a particular idea of somebody who you'd like to manifest in your life. And to me, these cards are saying, you know, hold off on that kind of idea and just instead, you know, feel into what's the most beautiful thing for you and what puts you into a spiritual place, and pursue that type of beauty and that type of love. And if it feels like it's pulling you into an area where you feel like you need to be manipulative, that's not it. That's not the right direction. What do you think, Craig?
So I pulled this Four of Cups. You know, so it could be in a lack of appreciation that we've had about ourselves, and kind of not maybe feeling that we are worthy for this love, you know. Could be that unworthiness. It's been unsettling for us and kind of taking us off of our path, when all we have to do is welcome it. All we have to do is continue to progress forward, knowing that we have that love, knowing that love is coming in, but allowing ourselves to grow fully. Now, that outside source is going to be bringing potential great news. But if we're open to receiving it, that's going to be the bottom line. If we're not, then the doors are going to be closed and nothing beneficial is going to come our way. But if we're open to the receiving, if we're open to letting that love in, then it's going to shine right on through, baby.
I forgot to pull the Oracle card too for Cancer.
And I forgot to do the Astro dice for the collective.
Yeah, we do have the dice
and
also.
We need to do that for Cancer.
Oh, the Astro dice is supposed to be before the Cancer and after collective.
Do you have it over there?
I've got everything over here, yeah, but let's do the Oracle card first. What don't you think? Or
all right. So
sweet, yeah.
Oracle time.
The Oracle card I got for Cancer right here is interesting. Let go of control issues, which is 7th house Capricorn. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. As a progressed Cancer sun, I'm with y'all there. I feel you. And we also have getting to know each other. as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens.
Yeah, tap into the Empress energy, the intuitive beauty. No need to try to force it. To me, that's one extra thing I'd add on there, Mr. Peace Dealer. Because who am I to tell you? But here are the astro dice for Cancer. We've got Pluto in Scorpio in the 6th house. What do you think about that? Should throw that back to Michael.
I actually have that in my chart.
Really?
So you should be professional then about this. You'll be able to break it down.
Well, that's the best part. I learned from Christopher Witecki. Shout out Christopher. Wherever Pluto is in your chart, you kind of suck at, or is the most challenging. And it's in my 6th house, and like I struggle to wake up and work out. Period. So yeah, I've experienced it as intense, extreme. I won't say difficulty, but dealing with my day to day. And you said Pluto in the 6th, right? So that can also be a bit of toxic behavior that you have to transfer to. Trust me, I know about that. So it's cool because it also speaks of being able to focus extremely on what you do every day. So you can add an obsessive quality to your lifestyle. Just make sure those obsessions are healthy.
Good advice, Michael. Anything else from the Scorpio over there? He's very familiar with the Pluto energy.
I was grabbing some things, so I actually didn't really fully hear what he was saying.
Oh. Well, maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. Anyway, all right.
Death and generative force in the universe. Maybe, so.
We're going to move on.
What do you need to let grow inside yourself? What is it that you need to change about yourself and change in your life to actually, progress forward and make it better? That's what you need to focus on.
All right. I love it. That's perfect. All right. We are moving on. Let's see who's next. All right. I feel like I need a drum roll. Oh, it's Libra, the best sign. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm a Libra. It's all right. So we'll turn it over to Michael for this.
We got Venus in Libra. So I feel like when Venus is in your sign, it's like everyone wants you, or you're the most beautiful at current. And Libra rules. Venus rules Libra. So Libra, use your charm. And then you can imagine if Venus here means you get anything you want. No one will ever say no to you because, think of Libra sons, who can just tell anybody anything and people would just be like, oh my God. I'm seeing it happen right now to me. So yes, Libra, we have not even surprised here. Not even surprised. We have the 10 of Cups right now. Just bliss and fulfillment. This is more of an underlying theme. Oh, so I see this really more so as gratitude, really coming into gratitude too. Then we have the Ace of Wands, new spark, the Tower, triggering unexpected breakdown, and the Death card. This is intense. This, for many of you, if you're single, Libra, this could be a whirlwind romance that changes your whole life because you're not going to be single anymore. And it's going to be sexual, but you have Mars opposite you, so that would make sense. And for those of you who are coupled, yeah, right. I mean, we literally got it here, got it here. This is literally actually the Mars card. So I feel like this has to do with like someone approaching you and boom. Okay. Thankfully, this is a romance reading. So, but yeah, it looks like it's going to get sexy. And we got the 10 of Cups. So it's going to be something that's very blissful.
There you go, Anne.
This is so exciting. Wait. Oh, what?
I almost forgot the Oracle card. Yes. can't forget the oracle cards. Okay. I got the same thing for Cancer. I'm gonna shuffle again. But boom. I'm not even surprised. So I'm gonna do this first one. And this is totally you, Libra. Flirt. Because you got Venus here. Extend your life energy. You can get anything you want this week, Libra, just by flirting. You can flirt your way into and out of it. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Bam.
What a reading. Thank you. Wow. So flirt, soulmate might differ from your usual type. From what I know about Libras, we don't usually have a usual type. And so sometimes I wonder if that's part of the problem. But thanks, Michael, because I didn't realize that I had that power as a Libra sun, and especially this week. So let me pull my cards here and see what I have here. So we've got the Four of Cups. And we've got, I can't believe it, the Justice card up there. I'm not used to these cameras yet. What do you think, Craig? Pretty good, huh? The Justice card anyway?
It's a beautiful deck.
And yeah, for this one, I decided that, I love this Botticelli deck. And because David's got so many really great decks, that one hardly ever comes out. I just felt like it was appropriate for this week where we've got Venus and Libra. So, what I'm feeling as a Libra here is to keep your eyes open. I like that. That idea from the Oracle deck as well. Keep your eyes open to what might be out there. And that, in my opinion, it's time for Libras. We deserve it, right? It's justice. It's time for justice. We are ready for this whirlwind relationship, wonderful romance, break from this crazy routine to just come down and come out of the blue like a jolt. Which is probably, I guess that goes more with the Tower and the Death card. I'm a little bit worried, but I guess that's great in a love reading. So, Craig, what do you think?
I pulled up the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Coins, however you want to look at it. But there's some internal work that needs to be done before you can really step to that next level. So I think it's taking a step back and kind of focusing on yourself, focusing on that mental clarity that you've been searching for. Focusing on that clarity within inside your heart as well. Maybe doing a nice little heart chakra clearing as well. Kind of get some of that gunk out that's been kind of bottling you down. I think it's time that you really focus on yourself and what it is that you want. Obviously we put in work constantly. You put in work on yourself. You put in work in your actual job, your relationships with your friends and your family. But sometimes we get caught up with just working, just to work, just to actually put in the effort. And it's not actually getting us anywhere. So I think it's time that you really focus and hone in on what it is that you're trying to accomplish within these relationships, whether that's love. But again, that relationship with yourself is always going to be first and foremost, so that is going to bring that true power. That's going to bring that true identification to what it is you're searching for.
I think that said everything. Thank you, Craig.
Amen.
Michael?
Amen, my
No,
brother.
I should have said amen to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dice?
All right. Astro Dice time. Let's see. We've got Cancer and Neptune in the first. So what do you guys think about that?
Neptune in the first?
In Cancer.
Oh, in Cancer. Interesting. Okay. Neptune in the first can reflect back the inherent god and goddess. It's an alien construct. So it's a shapeshifter kind of, but the transcendent quality helps you blend and see into the greatest part of people. So in Cancer, you'll really be feeling it. And then it's gonna kind of blend how you feel about yourself with other people, which is great for romance because you kind of want that blending of feeling, but it can only be troublesome if you have trouble disassociating what you feel with your identity. But it's very dreamy, very romantic. Very minty.
Dreamy is good. I like that. All right.
It's good.
Any
Little
words
dreamy
from wisdom
action.
from the Scorpio?
I think it comes down to, again, just focusing on yourself. We get caught up in all these exterior energies, exterior situations that kind of just trap us into a certain mindset, and it's hard to break it out, and without getting back into ourself, without putting that focus forward on what it is, what our intentions truly are. That doesn't mean just like residing in that thought process for too long, because then the moment can pass you by. So it's having that knowledge. I think Mike was saying that kind of that lightning bolt instance of just kind of like knowing and figuring it out and getting it going and putting that energy actually into motion rather than just sitting on it while it continues to wash away, so to speak.
All right. Okay, we're going to move on to Aquarius. We are on the air signs now. All right. So Michael, take it to the Aquariuses.
Alrighty. Aquarius. So, Princess of Swords wanted to come out. So you definitely got gossip, and not surprised in the sense where you got some people stalking, watching you on social media. And you might be too. We kind of all do, but I feel like it's mostly happening to you. But the underlying theme we have, I don't know why these cards don't jump out. That's weird. Okay.
Aquarius just has a strong message that needs to be told right here. They're just shooting out the deck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I kind of find it odd that the definitive soulmate card fell out with the Nine of Cups again. So, Aquarius, looks like you're having a fulfilling soulmate connection this week. Wow. Okay. So, do this right this time. I think the Page of Swords could be breakthroughs in communication with that as well. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is Sun in Virgo. And wow, that's crazy. We got the Six of Cups again. That's crazy. And then we got the Justice card, which you got for Libra, and the Five of Cups. So we don't really want to go to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups suggests that there's some kind of emotional loss or disappointment. Actually, this is very beautiful because if you see on the scale, the Five of Cups is on the yin side, and then we see the soulmate card is on this yang side here, and I feel like that's very symbolic. So you're balancing maybe and compromising with perhaps regrets and what's cool. So this lets me know Six of Cups is usually someone from your past life or early childhood. Maybe you could be patching up something. For this to come after the Justice will also mean that you're finishing unfinished business, or you're holding each other accountable this week. And this is where the Eight of Pentacles is the underlying theme. Could be in the guise of work, a project. It's definitely working out your relationship with yourself or with someone relevant. And the Oracle card that we have. Okay, I can't make this up, y'all. This is crazy. So the soulmate card flew out the deck. And then I shuffled the card and we got the soulmate card again. And now the very first card I have, this is literally soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So that's amazing, Aquarius. I feel like this week is going to be glaring for you. And playfulness is the very Six of Cups card. The Six of Cups is all about innocence. It's not about the Devil card, which is like nasty, freaky sex. This is like playing on the swings, talking about your favorite show. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So you got it going on this week, Aquarius. That's what's up.
All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's here. We've got the Eight of Wands and the Hierophant. as Michael was saying, obviously the soulmate energy is out there for Aquarius. And then he's talking about playful Aquarius being on the swings. And for some reason, when I think about Aquarius, I don't think of them on the swings necessarily. Usually in my school, they were always the cool ones off to the side doing something really interesting and quirky and different. And we all thought they were really cool and you wanted to hang out with them. But they were never on the swings with the Libras, right? But I'm thinking this is the week for Aquarius to go out and be Aquarius in the places that they normally aren't, right? Be open for those messages coming quickly towards you, the soulmate energy coming towards you. Be open to it. Please, we want you to. We want you to appreciate all the different other people out here too. And Hierophant makes me think of an Aquarius, right? That handle on intuitive wisdom that all of us don't necessarily always understand. And the world needs that energy so much right now. So get out there, be the Aquarius, be different, have fun, and let the rest of us also approach you a little bit this week too. What do you think, Craig?
Get out there. Get out there. I pulled the Four of Wands. So, I think that there is that. I think it's all going kind of hand in hand with that soulmate energy, with that divine union, with that foundation of love, with that foundation of respect and that partnership. You can see that you're pretty much at the finish line right there. There is that love that's there. There is that unity that is going to be expressed from it. Now, whether that's a new relationship or kind of patching in an old flame, but there is love to be had. There is that strong foundation to have, and whether that is also can be, I know this is a love thing, but that could be for your career as well, because that's gonna help you out in love as well. When you're happy in other aspects of your life, that's obviously going to benefit your love as well. So I think it is staying on your task, so to speak, and just going out and actually expressing your love to these individuals, not hiding it, not keeping it inside yourself, letting it out into the world so that everybody can hear it, so that everybody can see it. And that's really going to grow.
Yeah. And just to make sure everybody thinks I don't call Aquarius weird because I think they're bad weird. Everybody wants to be weird like an Aquarius.
Hey, where's your will to be weird? Come on now.
Yeah. I heard Michael. Was he trying to say something before the Astro dice? No?
He's just shaking his head.
All right. I can't see him here, so. All right.
Only
So
I.
Aquarius got Aquarius in the 4th with Uranus. So, perfect. Right, Michael?
Wow. Yeah, that's very interesting. Your Aquarius 4th is Scorpio, and we're in Scorpio season right now, Scorpio rising energy. So, with Uranus here, us very Aquarian, what I'm going to say, but it's almost as if you're having to very powerfully innovate your own sense of comfort. And what I mean by that is it's hard to say because a lot of what we think about how you're supposed to be or the conventional things you do in the home, it's going to bring up some taboo things as far as things that I don't want to say on here because they're not PG or they're not necessarily things I want to utter. But I feel now this actually is everything Craig said, because I feel like this is you getting out your comfort zone by getting out there and bringing that crazy or not craziness, because Uranus is an extra dimensional energy too that you call them, but bringing that to you and manifesting that to you. Oh, and Aquarius, this is so very important for those of you that are going to feel that, because Aquarius can sense into the mental realm. So you want to engage the energy that's projecting negativity at you with the energy that they're hitting you with, but opposite. So if you can tell that individuals are kind of hitting you with some attitude, match them with that energy, but show them that you're above their level. If they're hitting you with mean energy, hit them with happy energy. and let them know that that's going to bring that Uranian element and transmute, shift, put people in their place, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be lit. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, because we could be the greatest suppressors in our life. We suppress our own energy. We suppress our own love because of the fear of how someone's going to receive that. Instead of actually just fully expressing ourselves and saying, okay, either you accept me for this or you don't. Either you're going to ride with me or not, and that's just the bottom line. Either you're in or you're out. We have to express our weirdness. We have to express our individuality. We can no longer suppress ourselves fully in these times and in these lives going forward. I think that it's definitely need to focus on what it is, who you want to be, and that's going to attract that love that you need in your life.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Oh, thanks, Anne.
All right. Who's next here? Ooh,
we do have the Leo King in the chat as well.
Well, perfect, because it's time for Leo.
Oh, shit. What up, Davey boy?
Hi, David. Over to Michael. Let's go to Michael. I'm waiting.
And more cards try to fall out already. See, here we go again. All right. What's up, Leo? We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is Lord of Orange success. So this card can come up in the love reading to signify the worst is over, especially y'all who might have dealt with just dramatic or weird disagreements. This is after the Five of Swords, so a lot of you could be patching up disagreements. This card is great for those of you who are talking to someone long distance as well, to close that gap. This card is primarily encouraging texting, social media contact, and more, of course, technical means of connecting that don't have to be in person. But you will find this week you're bridging the gap with people that you want to get closer to. And we have the Temperance card, the Wheel of Fortune, which we got for the collective, and the Seven of Cups, which is usually that card that's like, I have so many options. What do I choose? Not everything that glitters is gold. And you're putting your life in balance. The Wheel of Fortune is a definite serendipity. It's a definite level up that can bring a bunch of potential. And normally the key with the Seven of Cups is when you see all of that allure, you walk away from it, Eight of Cups, and that leads you to the Nine of Cups. But let's forget this, because these two are huge. And there's the presence of something unexpected and highly fortunate lottery win type energy that's going to change how you perceive love. Because if you didn't win the lottery yet, you'd be thinking about purchasing a house or paying rent. If you win the lottery, you don't need to have a job anymore or pay rent, hypothetically. So that's something huge like that is coming for you in love. And enjoy, because it's going to be lit. It's here. That's a present card. And I also have the keep forgetting the Oracle card. So my bad. This Wheel of Fortune isn't coming. It's here. And for a lot of people, you are their Wheel of Fortune. And so I think that's why some of you might be clouded with the Neptune quincunx, but use that to just visualize creatively and to spend time in imagination. I got the same card as Aquarius, the soulmate and playfulness, but I'm gonna shuffle another one. Right. So we have pay attention to the red flags, which is the Seven of Cups card. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, because not everything that glitters is gold. And make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, Leo. Be good, be great. Congratulations.
All right. Be good, be great, and I got to get my cards out of here. This isn't as easy as it looks. All right. Two of Wands and the Icarus card. So to me, I think we can look forward to some exciting new directions for Leo. new adventures, new heights, rising up to any possibility. And, you know, we have to remember with the story of Icarus is, right, that he flew too close to the sun and his wings started to melt, and then he's no longer able to fly. So I think that the message there for love maybe would be to me, it would mean not to put so much of your attention outside of yourself, right? Embody your internal greatness, soar to the heights, and don't place like a limit on what what is your potential by worrying about how it's going to be perceived or the external force of that sun that's out there. To me, that's what would be sort of the little bit of warning in that whole message, right? That it's not what is outside of you when it comes to love. It's searching for those new adventures that make you feel the best, that don't make you feel like you have a limit, that find someone who joins you and wants to fly and soar to those new levels. Leos, I'm jealous.
No need to be jealous, Anne. But it's interesting that you talked about the new path, you know, because I got the Six of Swords, you know, which is kind of having that confidence in this new path and this new journey, and letting out of the past kind of stay where it is in the past and focusing on this new journey, focusing on yourself. It's going to be a new thought process. It's going to be greatness. You know, there is obviously some pain and suffering that we all go through in the past. And sometimes we shield ourselves from that and we don't fully let it process. But it's time to be confident in the work that we've done with inside of ourselves. And I'm talking to that as well, because I am a Leo moon and a Leo rising, you know, and so that's something that I battle with as well, is focusing forward and not letting the past kind of bring me back down, not letting those old thought processes kind of bring me back into that energy, and staying focused and progressing forward and having the confidence that we are doing the right thing, that we are on the right path, and that we are actually attaining the individuals in our lives and the energy that we need to be able to focus, and that we need to be able to strive, you know, that we need to be able to get that greatness that we deserve. But it's going to take that power, and it's going to take, again, that confidence in knowing that you're on the right path, of knowing that we're doing the right thing, of knowing that the outside sources don't necessarily matter. You know, it's the inside, it's the oneness of ourselves that's going to get us through this energetic field and this energetic life that we're living.
Right. And as the Leo King pointed out in the chat, sometimes melting is a really good thing and a deserved thing. It's something that you need to do, right? It's not, melting can be good. And your dice are Libra, 10th house, Neptune. I'm turning over to the astrologer for that one.
That's interesting. Libra, 10th house, Neptune is a quality of transcendent broadcasting, I feel. And the Libra 10th house is, if you look at it as a Capricorn rising, oh my God, Capricorns care a whole lot about their relationships. They care about who they're seen with. But Neptune here, I feel, is like this glamorous, dreamy, transcendent, you know, broadcasting of art. So in one sense, it could be, you know, it's not like the performance Leo energy, but it's more so like entertainment, art, not being blinded by what you see with Neptune. But in another sense, I feel like this could be an exalted sense of relationships that kind of break through. But yeah, once again, I don't think that's a coincidence that she pulled Neptune and we got the 7 of Cups. So just be very careful, because people can present real illusions, I feel, and see that you are some cash cow or influential, and just be like, oh, see, I can promise you this and we can do this and that. And it's like, you know, just be mindful, or see through it too. But I think it's also really powerful too.
These are powerful times. I think that if we're able to kind of harness the energy that's going around right now, I think that it's actually going to be extremely beneficial for us. But it can also kind of force us to shy away a little bit and kind of protect ourselves from this heavy, intense energy. But it's being able to embrace the positive aspects of it, but while acknowledging the, you know, maybe the negative aspects of those energies that are coming in as well, and processing that and flipping the switch and then turning that darkness to light within us, always and progressing forward, baby.
All right, let's see who's the next subject here. And we've got Geminis.
Yes. I was feeling it. I was like, we're coming up soon. Okay. I feel like the order you pull them in might have a special message too, maybe. That'll be cool.
Maybe.
But yeah, we got all the air signs. That's awesome. Right
Of
off the bat.
course. I don't know why, but I'm thinking I should say something, and I have nothing to say except I've been reading the chat and thinking, just so people know.
All right.
Yeah.
So, not surprised. I mean, okay, we got the Hermit for Gemini. Oh, enjoy this, Gemini. This is definitely you really just coming into a depth of a super depth of wisdom that's going to break through more how you bring this. But honestly, this is multiple fold. For some of you, it's like, I hate to be cliche, it's not like deepening the relationship with yourself, but it's like uncovering key secrets that will help you break through. And then for others of you, it's you being a hermit with a partner. So it's like you isolating yourself with a partner, kind of coming in together. Or like me, being a complete hermit and just chilling. I think some of you Geminis aren't even looking for romance. You're just like, I'm straight right now. Probably like me. Okay, this is kind of interesting though. Wow. We have the Ten of Cups, which is the same. I don't know if we got this for the collective. We got the Queen of Swords, and we have the Princess of Pentacles. So for some of you, you are the Queen of Swords. You know what's interesting, Gemini? I feel like this Ten of Cups is supposed to be what you're coming from, which is great bliss. I love how this Queen of Swords has someone heads chopped off right here, you know. But shout out to the Gemini woman watching this. And then the Princess of Pentacles is reinvention. This could also represent prominent figures who you're actually coming into fulfillment with. So Gemini, this could actually be an individual you connect with. However, I feel like for some of you Gemini, this is just you chilling, just as a hermit, just like soaking up all your own internal bliss. But if not, you really do want to see the presence of a very intelligent, grounded individual. The Queen of Swords doesn't even have to be a woman. It's definitely going to be a feminine archetype, but this could really just speak to the nature of intellect that's not as fierce or rigid as like the King of Swords would be. Oops. And so for the Oracle card, boop. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so we got past life relationship. You have known each other before. And we also have new love, which I'm rolling my eyes because I pulled this card for myself today. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Clearly someone from a past life. So that sounds like fun. Seems very groovy. So congratulations, Gemini. It's definitely going down for you. That's a fact.
Gemini, the world needs you. Don't hermit. But, if you have someone fun to hermit with, then do. But we need Geminis out there in the world. So I'm pulling over here, a Ten of Cups and Judgment. And I don't even know, Michael. I need your help on how that ties into your reading.
You got
And
the Ten of Cups too. Wow.
Yeah. You already got
That's
10 of
amazing.
Cups?
Yeah, I pulled that too. That
Oh,
was the first card I pulled. That's
wow.
crazy.
Confirmation on 10 of Cups.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, the judgment is awakening, and this is leading you into your higher purpose. So, wow. It's a lot of blissful feelings. I'll say that.
Craig, what do you have over there?
We've got the Tower moment. We got the Tower card.
Ooh.
So like Mike was saying, the Hermit, and kind of Anne was saying, you can't be a hermit, so maybe this is, you've been stuck with inside yourself for far too long, and this is the moment, this is that lightning bolt that we keep bringing up, so to speak, that you need in your life, that's going to jolt you out of your safe space and kind of get you back out into the world, get you out into your own energy again. But there is that sudden change that needs to be happening. It can't just be sitting and pondering as to what am I going to do? How am I going to continue to live this life? You need to implement the change that you want to see in your life. You can't just sit there and ask without putting the energy to it, without actually implementing that change, without putting your 1 foot forward and making it happen and start walking down that road. But there needs to be that change so that you can allow that love in your life, so that you can be happy, so that you can be appreciative of all this beauty that's around you. Be the change. Be it.
Be the change, Gemini. You are the change. You are. You change and change and change. Oops, wait, I'm supposed to roll them here. All right. Ooh, we've got Venus in Aries in the 8th house. That seems like some kind of Gemini energy to me.
Oh yeah. Also, highly sexual too. Very, very raw. I feel like Chiron's there, so like, Gemini, you're definitely going to be dealing. At first, I thought this is what you're going to do. Actually, you're going to be dealing with people who are very, very extremely raw about their desire for you. And I think it's going to be fun. And I think you're going to reciprocate that too. I think it's going to be very sexy. So, yeah, have fun with that.
You
Yeah.
have fun with that, peace dealer.
Oh, shoot. I thought I was about to be a hermit this week again. So, we'll see.
I think you could do both. You're a Gemini.
That tower is going to be pretty interesting.
All right. And next we've got Pisces, the little fishies who are beloved on this program. We love the Pisces. So to Michael.
Pisces. Wiggity, wiggity. Pisces, I really do believe that Neptune in your sign is giving you all the bag of, and I dare say tricks. It's not a trick, but it's giving you all the bag of swag. Seriously. Actually, if you're a sun in Pisces, you are Aladdin with Genie right now. You got the magic lamp, so you can go lie to Jasmine. You could tell her the truth. Maybe you should lie just so it could be more fun. I don't know. But you do have the genie. You do have the genie, whether you're Aladdin or not. So, in fact, Pisces, I dare say you are the genie. You are the genie. So keep that in mind. This is going to be interesting. We do have the 9 of Swords. This is anxiety. It's the Lord of despair and cruelty. And this is coming with the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Trust me when I say this is temporary. The 5 of Cups is the past. You're releasing stuff that you may have regretted, disappointments. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this, for those of you who are coupled, some of you might be wondering, is it worth it? Should I stay? Especially if you're dealing with the King of Pentacles. Or for some of you, after this period where you deal with this anxiety, the 7 of Pentacles is an indefinite patience here. It's actually you just kind of coming into more of awares in your mind as far as like how you're taking stock. And the King of Pentacles could be someone you meet after. But I feel for some of you, it's your relationship with this influence, and really coming to resolve differences. And yeah, I feel like it's positive seeing this here at the end. But you are going to be resolving a lot of anxiety, Pisces. Week is not necessarily going to be sugar pop and gum drops for you. We're all going to feel into the bliss, but I feel like you're going to be releasing the anxiety, which is great because it's dark is before dawn, as they say. Especially anxiety induced in social situations, getting to know people. Okay, so I got the 7 of Pentacles, which is patience, and we got worth waiting for. So if you're wondering if it's worth it, divine timing is at work in your love life. And similar to Gemini, you also got past life relationship. You have known each other before. Beautiful. I love that card. It's very well illustrated.
That is a nice card. Pisces, and you've got the Knight of Cups. So I think this person is worth waiting for. All right. And the Hanged Man, which is coming up upside down. So, but I would think that, I don't know what to think about that. To me, I think Pisces probably doesn't need to stay back and stay sheltered and wait and see if this is really the right person. I think it is. I think the Knight of Cups is waiting. Go get him, Pisces. Go. What do you think, Craig?
Well, I got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. So, with me looking at that, it could almost be, when you look at the pages, can be almost like the childlike wonder, or maybe not fully comprehending situations that are going on. And I think that it's time that you actually do. I think that's time that you actually take the time to process it. And then again, that doesn't mean just like sitting and wondering and listening, but actually looking at it at a different point of view. From a completely different look, rather than maybe getting upset about the situation that's not looking, maybe getting upset with your partner and not being able to communicate it clearly. I think this is a time where you need to be able to fully express yourself and let your partner express themselves. Whether the situation is going to be a positive one or a negative one at the outcome, but it comes down to the expression, how you handle that, and how you actually take in that information and process it. Sometimes we get caught up with our mind and we allow ourselves to kind of dig ourselves deeper down into a hole when we're in an argument or a confrontation with our lovers or our partners. That could be with your friends and family as well. But it's that naive looking at it is that things are just so bad, and that you don't allow that love in. Things are just so wrong right now, and so you don't allow that happiness in. And I think that it's time we get over that. I think it's time that we get over ourselves and kind of climb that hurdle or climb that mountain and reach that apex and look back on where we came from and say, okay, this is going to be my new life. This is going to be my new energy that I'm putting forward to it, and I'm growing. I'm going to continue to grow, and I'm going to continue to progress forward. But I think that all in all, it is taking that different outlook of it and kind of growing up, getting yourself out of any of that bullshit that you're allowing yourself to get stuck in, and working through it instead of just sitting back there in pity, so to speak.
Yeah, no pity, Pisces. No need for pity. No need for it. Well, because you got Aries in the 7th house with the sun. So, yeah. What do you think about that, Michael?
Aries is in its exaltation. The sun is in its exaltation in Aries, and in the 7th, where it's opposite. This is really talking about you showing up in relationships with who you truly are. And one aspect of that is, I know that some of you feel like you have to veil yourselves because, like, if you were your real fishy selves, people would throw you in the loony bin. And I'm feeling like this is you, like, really bringing that out. Well, and not that part, right? But like the you that will. And I feel like the need for this is when you do that, instead of being reinforced with being made to feel weird, you're going to be reinforced with people who match that. And so you need to give yourself the opportunity for someone to do that, but you won't if you don't put yourself out there or show yourself. You're putting yourself out there, but like, showing yourself fully, shining you.
Yeah, being
And
authentic and somewhat vulnerable to show yourself.
definitely authenticity. Definitely authenticity.
I was just going to say one last thing about Pisces. Every Pisces I know, when they go to the authentic place, you don't meet, at least for me, a deeper person, somebody who can reach into the depths of your soul. And so many times they're afraid to share their authentic self. And a lot of times it's because they attract people who are so good at putting them in their place or making them lose their power. So they just need to hold fast to what is their authentic power, because that's their power. And I've seen so many Pisces be really pushed down by very kind of narcissistic people, if that's okay to say. And now we have got Virgo.
Virgo. Do. Oh, Virgo. Yo. Neptune is opposite you. Do not take anybody seriously, especially people promising things they cannot and will not deliver. Make sure, Virgo, listen to me. Make sure people show you what they're talking about. If they don't show you, it does not exist. Okay? Virgo, you can get finessed by someone who plays the part. I'm telling you, Virgo, like someone can play the part, have the chains, have the rented car, and then you find out later, So just be very careful. But we have this is beautiful actually. And I'm gonna honor this because your opposite sign also got the 9 of swords. So I feel like you're kind of linked with Pisces here, where as karmic signs, you're sharing in that anxiety. But see, for Pisces is getting psychically attacked. And I don't mean like in the victim way. Pisces is just dealing with a lot of like negativity in their airspace. You, Virgo, I feel like you're overthinking. You know too much, and you're kind of like overthinking things. So we do have the Princess of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, we got this, I think, for Cancer, with where they had Justice in the middle, and then the Five of Cups was after. If it was for someone, I think it was for Cancer though. Whoever got the Six of Cups too. So the Princess of Swords, the King of Pentacles, could honestly be an individual who you have a falling out with. The King of Pentacles, the Princess of Swords is more so a spy. It could be gossip, but I feel like it's information coming in either with or about this individual. So for those of you who are with this individual, be very mindful, because once again, with the 9 of swords, it's some kind of disappointment. It's some kind of loss. And I definitely feel it's connected to this king. But remember, we did get fulfillment, and we did get the 9 of cups for the collective. So I don't think that it's going to be a bad loss as much as something that's just inconvenient. However, this could be someone you're dealing with who's sad. And so maybe the sad energy isn't even yours. Maybe you're dealing with someone who is disappointed with how they treated you. So as a general Virgo reading, I feel like any of those will apply, but you want to release your anxiety, journal it down, find Adele it, like find ways to take your anxiety and put it in a song or put it in a poem and then read it later. So Virgo, okay, this is interesting. We have this could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. That one that you were thinking of, right? Yes, that one, Virgo. And we also have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Beautiful.
What a lovely reading.
That is lovely. And Virgo, I just got death for you and the Lovers. Okay. So if there is some sort of sad guy out there or gal kind of hanging on and hanging around, get rid of them. You're worth so much more than that. I mean, you're a Virgo. You can be perfect. And it's time to embody that. Don't tolerate anything that's not worthy of you. Go for the twin-like energy. That's what you're meant for. Find it. Craig, what do you think?
Find it. Find it. It's
so
interesting
easy.
how a lot of these are all playing in, because I got the Knight of Rods. So it is time for that change. Sometimes we reach a point in our life where we acknowledge that enough is enough, and we're done, and we need to implement that change, and we need to progress forward, because the Knight of Rods, that individual fears complacency. That individual fears the stagnant of life, getting stuck into a situation where they feel like they can't move, where they feel like they can't express themselves, where they feel like the world is closing in around them, or that they're trapped in a cage. And you can't allow yourself to live like that anymore. If you've been holding yourself back from expression, if you've been holding yourself back from love, this is that moment. Let passion lead the way. Kind of throw yourself into that ring of fire, so to speak, and test the waters out. Be that change. Put it forward, progress, get yourself out of that mundane funk that you may have been stagnant in, or maybe this relationship has been in. Maybe you just need to freak it up a little bit, put a little something on nice, cook a little dinner, have some wine, put a little Barry Manilow up on that, and get down. It's time. It's time.
Barry Manilow, though. Is that a Virgo? Is he a Virgo?
I don't know.
So in this one, I heard a couple of names. Like, I don't know if Barry Manilow is a Virgo. Adele. Michael talked about Adele. Is Adele a Virgo?
Adele is Taurus.
Oh. All right.
And Barry Manilow is Gemini.
Oh, of course.
Wow.
I wouldn't have expected that about Barry Manilow. I don't know.
Well, in my mind, I was thinking Barry White, and then Barry Manilow came out, so I don't know.
Okay, I understand Barry White. Put on Barry White.
Barry White
Manilow.
is actually a Virgo. Barry White is a Virgo.
All right. Yeah. The Scorpio, of course, would know. He just said the wrong one. What is even Barry Manilow's song? Isn't it some kind of sad song?
Caroline, right? Isn't that Barry
No. Is it it's I write the songs, right? That make the girls sing, or I don't remember. Someone will know. Anyway. Barry Manilow, Barry White, Copacabana. There you go.
Don't listen to Barry Manilow.
All right, so, okay, I'm going to show this sign. Whoops. Is that South Node? Because the line's on the bottom, right? Michael can help us. I believe that's South Node. Leo in the 11th. What does that mean, Michael? What is that saying to you?
I actually have South Node in Leo. This is the second place on that. That's awesome. So in the 11th house, once again, I think that's awesome because we have the theme of a sign in its opposite house. But the South Node in Leo is all about taking the resources of your creativity, your courage, let's say you're into acting, and to be a part of a group and to, as they say, get off the Leo throne and share your grace with the common folk. But I don't like to see Aquarius as just the common people. I like to see Aquarius as another sense of royalty. This South Node Leo, though, I feel like is unlocking your own creativity in where it belongs. Because the 11th house is supposed to be the audience. So at one level, Virgo, you don't want to let your audience hold you back. You know how they say play to the crowd? You want to play to your heart. And what I mean, I think that's your message, Virgo. Don't let's use the analogy for art. Don't make the art that you feel others will like. Make the art that you like and find people who like that. Boom.
I like that. Good advice. And that works for High Vibe because Kim Tabay, our artist who painted this back here, is a Virgo. So And I do have to take a bit of a pause to tell Craig about the number of compliments he's getting in the comments tonight. They say you look good in red.
Oh, thank you.
You look good with your beard kind
This is
of
my dad's
shaven
sweater.
still.
Hand me down. It's comfy.
It's a hand-me-down?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I was intuitively knowing it was time to focus on Craig because we got Scorpio. Right on cue.
Oh shit. You know damn well, cause ain't no party like Scorpio party, baby.
Scorpio
Let's see it,
season.
Mike. What you got?
Happy birthday, Scorpio.
Happy birthday.
All right. So, underlying theme that we have is, I can't make this up, the Scorpio king, or king of cups, you. So this is all about compassion and emotional maturity and wisdom. The way I like to see this card is kind of being the bigger person if somebody's just kind of emotionally dumb or just not as smart and can't really control their feelings. It's just like being understanding. But I feel like in this case, this week, you're coming into being, if Taurus is a rock, you know, Scorpio is going to be the empathic, compassionate counselor that I will see coming into some deep love and feeling. Now, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. We got the Seven of Wands. And we got the Princess of Wands. The Seven of Wands is the Lord of Valor. It's about standing up for yourself. And that's kind of interesting. The Eight of Pentacles has to do with putting in work and making sure you bring your A game. And the the Princess of Wands, Page of Wands is excitement. We got that as underlying theme. So persistence is the name of the game, Scorpio. But not like in the sense where you're you know, oh, can we make some work? Can we make some work? There's a cool wisdom with the King of Cups that knows the King of Cups is going to get what he wants, right? Scorpio is going to get what Scorpio wants. You're working slowly but surely, and the Seven of Wands is you not backing down. And I feel like you're going to end this week with some very exciting news and also opportunity to engage sexually. Page of Wands or Princess of Wands is yes. So we also have with the the Oracle cards. Boom. Oh, nice. We got passion. Allow your heart to sing with joy. But we also have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. However, I feel like what I felt with that is more so some of you can develop a very passionate connection so strong you both become codependent on this connection. Maybe you like have so much sex you stop going to work. So it's like you gotta definitely, I think that's a good thing. I think you might connect with something very explosive. You just want to like make sure you don't have too much fun with each other.
That's not
Too
good
much fun,
advice,
huh?
Michael.
Have fun, but just the right amount of fun.
What was your moon in again? Isn't it Capricorn?
Yeah.
Such a Capricorn moon thing to say, which is a beautiful thing. And it's a good thing we've got Capricorn moons out there to keep us on task. Ooh, King of Wands. Did you get that also? Was that also something we just saw? King of Wands and the moon. I mean, passion in the night, following your deep desires. I think these are all good things, Craig. But do come to work still as well, Scorpios. There's room for both.
I'll
you
have
can do it
just
all.
the right amount of fun. Just the right amount of fun. And from I pulled the Strength card. So I'm liking this Scorpio reading. Mike kicked it off for sure and followed through. You know, remember, just the right amount of fun. Don't get lost inside yourself. But this Strength card, you know, it is that inner power. You know, it's kind of like the Chariot card a little bit, but the Chariot card is that outside energy source, that outside strength, where this Strength card is really kind of honing in on yourself and appreciating yourself and knowing your power within, so that you can kind of guide it, so you can kind of guide your life rather than just letting these outside forces kind of fully affect you and affect the decisions that you're making. When you're the true power of your own life, you are the king of your kingdom or the queen of your kingdom, or whatever kingdom you are ruling, it is yours fully. And so it's easy to kind of get lost within that and letting those outside sources kind of dictate how we're going to feel, what we're going to think, what we want to look like, or what we want to wear this next day. It's funny that everyone's saying that they like the sweater, because as we were going live, I'm like, fuck, I'm wearing my dad's sweater from like 1996. But hey, it's comfortable and it's a little chilly back here and I'm staying warm. And it paid off, because apparently y'all like it out there. And so I think that it is just kind of honing back into yourself and not letting so much of these outside sources dictate how we're going to live our life, who we're going to be with, and what that's going to look like. But really just do what it is that you want to do that's going to make you happy, because self first is not selfish.
Mm-hmm. Amen, Scorpio. I think that was a truly Scorpio saying there. And no Scorpio should worry about whether your sweater from 1996 that was once your dad's is cool or not, because you're wearing it, Scorpio. It's cool. Ooh, and you got Mars in Leo in the 6th house.
Mars, Leo in the 6th house.
That's I love that, because we got passion, we got the 8 of Pentacles, which is work. That's all of that. So I mean, I feel like romance for you is gonna be, especially if you're like dating someone or if you want to get to know someone, bring them to your work or do a project with them, and then put on the moves while you work. But you don't have to do that. Just like, just have fun doing what you're doing. And that's going to turn them on a lot, because they're going to see you passionate at what you love to do. And they're going to be like, oh, snap, damn. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Or working out. You can, a great dating tip is to take someone to the gym with you and then get sexy in the gym. Just kind of like do your workouts all extra sexy in front of them and just be like, yeah.
Or you can invite someone to work over to your Zoom workout, whatever, because not all the gyms are open right now, are they? I think they just opened back up here. So I wanted to point out we have a new person here in the studio. Craig, can Calvin be seen over there? He's not here? Is he gone? I can't see. All right, well, never mind. I guess we're moving on. So let me pull who's next. We're getting to the end. Oh, we've got Aries. Now you can do Aries, Mike.
Right. Okay. Boom. Aries, we got Mars in your sign, retrograde. So Venus is like everyone wants you. And then Mars is that everyone wants you. So you got the spicy energy right now. And it definitely favors assertive actions. I'm gonna say it again. So like the Venus energy is like you can charm anyone, Libra. The Mars energy is you can put the moves on it and you're bringing that assertiveness. Here's the thing though, your energy, Aries, is more triggering than usual. So you're going to be attracting people and dealing with people who react to you. Pay attention to the people, Aries, that are reacting to you negatively, because they have a crush on you, especially people who keep on like over and over, like reacting to you negatively, which is like, if you hated me so much, why are you still here? It's because they want you and they want to have sex with you. But they don't want to admit that, or this is just how they play that. And it's going to be weird, because like you would think that, they don't, but, just keep that in mind. So the underlying theme we have is the 9 of Swords again. I have this in a row. That's crazy. And this is actually Mars and Gemini, which it will be in Aries season. So yeah, anxiety, but this is not like Virgo. You're not over analyzing. You're next to Pisces, so this is more project. This is literally what I was just saying. Like negative mental projections. Like there's a way you can kind of be brash and be yourself, and certain people can get triggered, and be like, oh, that's lame, or what a loser. And it's like, no, they're feeling you. And it's not even that they're feeling you. It's weird. It's just weird, Aries. It's just weird. It's nothing that's really even most of your business, because it's not just with one person. It's like a consciousness. But Aries, you're gonna be breaking through a lot of your own mental blocks. Just know, thank you. It's kind of like people who love hating Trump. It's that energy. It's like you're the antagonist. You're the person who's like in the wrestling match, and it's like you're like, screw all y'all, and everyone's boo, like boo, but they're still all of the energy. So we have the Six of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Chariot. This is very pimpedelic. This is you coming into great notoriety. There could be people jealous of you. The Chariot card is you stepping into victory, and the King of Cups is this compassion. So it's like you're moving forward, but you're moving forward with wisdom. And I really think that you're going to overcome a lot of anxiety. It's and Aries, a huge message. I feel like a lot of you might feel like something is going to go worse than it will. And you might walk into a date or a situation nervous, and then completely beast that shit, like exceed expectations, and like really walk out like, I can't believe I was nervous in the first place. And that's going to key you in to a lot of the voices of doubt in your head not being your voice. It's like projected thought. Okay, so we also have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, this is a Neptune that's transiting your 12th in Pisces. And past life relationship, you have known each other before.
That past life relationships is just popping off tonight.
It's coming out a lot. That's crazy.
So, wow. You've got the Tower and the Fool, Aries. So, I'm thinking of that religious attachments card, or the second one that Michael just pulled. If you've got any kind of mental story about not following someone you love, or not doing something that you feel in your heart, it's time to drop that and move on, right? Drop that old narrative, and don't be afraid to go step into something new. Move forward, find someone new, find some confidence in yourself. I don't know whether Aries have been feeling a little bit, lacking any confidence with Mars doing the retrograde thing in their sign, but I say when it's moving forward, move forward. It's time for Aries to get back out there and be Aries. The world needs Aries right now. I think
they need that power. We all need that power. I got the Hangman, which is interesting because you just brought up the mental, like freeing yourself mentally, and that's kind of that Hangman has to do with. It's where have you been kind of holding yourself back in these mental thoughts? Where have you not necessarily like cleared out the closets, the skeletons in the closet, and they're just kind of keep popping up everywhere in your life. This is a time where you kind of need to focus on what these issues were and what these issues are no longer going to be in your life. What is it that's holding you back, holding you in your cage? Like Anne's saying, we need the world. We need the Aries out there. We need that powerful force back in nature. And you can't just continue to allow yourself to be held back. You can't just continue to allow yourself to just be stuck within your mind. The situations that got you to where you are right now are not going to benefit you going forward. So there's something that you need to change up within the relationship with yourself, or within the relationship with your lover. But there is that change. You can no longer just hold yourself in that same mental space, because it's not going to benefit you or anybody in your life. Right. Yeah. Don't be afraid to change. That wouldn't be an Aries. I'm not trying to do this, but it's 11th house Libra with Neptune.
Oh.
What do you think about that?
So I like that Leo got the 10th house. And now Aries got the 11th house. So that to me is more so, I promise I don't have coronavirus. That to me is more so, the dream team, actually. The dream Neptune 11th house team. of artists that opposite to you, because if the Aries energy would be in the fifth house, so that Neptune 11th house Aries is like, if you were a performer, what is that dream team? If you were going out on stage, who would you be performing to? And it's you really coming into this very transcendent sense of, once again, the social artistic ways you connect. Other thing though is with Neptune, it can enable a lot of, addictive tendencies or deception. So the negative side of that is beware of people who charm you to deceive you, and using leverage as your own, being an acquaintance to be a frenemy. This is also high frenemy energy, but at its best, it's very transcendent, and it's coming into your greatest dreams through key relationships that will be happening for you this week, which is lit.
All right, Aries. So
Aries
we're
might have a little
expecting
mean
big
girl
things
situation
from you.
going on, right? Is that what the frenemies is from?
Yeah,
Mean Girls?
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
mean girls. I don't know any Aries that would put up with that for very long, though. So good luck anyone who's doing that to an Aries. Because just wait. Someone in the chat asked about the deck. This black deck over here is the Icarus Tarot, and it's by IH Squared. It's a really great
he's got
deck.
an awesome Instagram page. You should definitely check it out.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's right here.
It's out of, I think he's over in Utah.
All right, let's see who's next. What are you thinking is next? Only got 3. No guess?
No. I don't even remember fully the ones that we've done. So.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, come on down. Mike, I think you're muted. Did you mute your microphone?
My bad. The final four. Boom, boom, boom. Interesting. Wow, Sag, I feel like you're dealing with some high-level magic. That's awesome. That's amazing. So we have the Eight of Cups. Looks like some of y'all are walking away. This is also disappointment in love, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. This could also be, but this could also be you walking away from something that you feel is complete. So it doesn't have to be something negative. This could also be you maybe moving, or the Eight of Cups also comes in when someone that you knew or will know comes in from out of town. That's usually more reverse card thing. But we have, thank you, Beat Down Beats, Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, baby. This is definitely a new groovy stick of passion. And that's even more amazing because it's coming after the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is anxiety, feeling stuck. Then you come into mental clarity. And then you come into that fun. You know what? It's even crazier because this is something new. This is a new passion. Some of you might even feel, some of you might be ready to start something new with someone, but you feel kind of shy or you're not sure, but you get it together for sure. The Four of Swords, I feel, is a vacation or something that relaxes your mind out of it. And then that Ace of Wands, end of the week, bam, biggity, bam, boom. There's going to be very passionate for a lot of you. Sex, I feel like that's like a yes card. It's the card where it's like you feel like you want to take each other's clothes off. Very, very passionate. But I feel like it'll also be unexpected. So we have, that's crazy. Okay, so you are walking away then. We have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Walk away, Sag. Walk away. Boom. And we also have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Boom.
And I got the 5 of Cups. So yeah, Sagittarius, walk away from the sad thing that you are still crying over, because here's the Sun. So don't pass that up. Move on. I mean, come on. What else can I say about that?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it is time to move on. Got this 7 of Pentacles, which is creating almost like a new endeavor, a new relationship. It also can represent kind of, the 7s could be like the polar opposite. So maybe there's someone that's been in your life. They're like, I don't know if we're fully compatible, but there is that spark there. There is that interest there. So it's time to kind of look at that too, because it's kind of can be the attracting, the positive and the negative, the polar opposites fitting that yin and the yang. And that, but it is definitely stepping out and ending a cycle, creating a new cycle, a side hustle, so to speak, or side piece. I don't know.
Either one, whatever. Oh, the Astro dice. Oops. Oh no. I did the drop of the dice, and now I have no clue where it went.
Lasted a while though.
Huh?
You lasted a while though. We can find it. But in all, it is about finding your happiness. It is about getting back into your own self, your own greatness. Through these trying times, it's very easy to lose our way, to lose the message that we're getting out there into the world, and we need to cut that off. Sometimes it has to do with cutting individuals out of our life, and that doesn't mean not focusing on them, but focusing on ourselves, focusing on our own peace, focusing on our own greatness, so that we can kind of put that out into the world, so we can kind of project that out into space.
Yeah. Focus on your own greatness, Sagittarius, because I had to go all the way around the table to get that dice that had flown away, and it was Venus, of course. And you got Venus in Capricorn in the 2nd house. So there you go.
That to me, that's beautiful too, because Capricorn is your 2nd house, Sagittarius, and to me that looks like money. In fact, it's supposed to be our romance, but that just looks like money to me. But Venus is a love card, or a very sexual energy, and it's also you manifesting your incredible value and worth in the Capricorn way, which is like, I'm not going to compromise that if no one else kind of acknowledges that. But honestly, I know this is romance, money. I just see money raining on it. I feel like this is
dollar bill, y'all.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like this is great for you for money, but a lot of your self-esteem might be very influenced by the value. I just feel like you're going to attract a lot of money. I'm going to say that too.
Well, maybe it's money and love, right? The best of all worlds.
Right.
Let's hope.
We left, right?
Yep. All right. Speaking of Capricorn, we got Capricorn.
Woo! Of course. Shout out to the GOAT Nation, Capricorn. Nice. Woo. All right, Capricorn. We have the 8 of Wands, Lord of Swiftness. This card, as an underlying theme, always suggests to be okay with going from 0 to 100. So you might meet someone on Monday and may have sex with them Monday night, and it's the first day you met. Right. Or, maybe 1 p.m. and then 2 p.m. So it's really just more so like things moving very quickly and being okay with that. Swiftness. This is the arrows of love. So, very, very passionate. We have the Princess of Swords and Fortitude. Once again, Princess of Swords with me could be spying, stalking mutually, but this is new insight. This is revealing, gaining the truth from someone. And Fortitude is sexual passion. So this coming with the 10 of Wands, which is, I feel more so like a sexual frustration card, might really be more so a shared responsibility that comes through. I'm going to be a little bit intuitive with this though, and say you're going to be breaking through that with this strength card. So This is definitely about applying a very vibrant and deep sense of your own courage and charisma into breaking through whatever struggles and challenges may be blocking you from love. And I'm picking up intuitively that some of you Capricorn are using work to not really maybe being too busy in order to really confront certain issues. And with the Eight of Wands, you're probably not going to be able to. So that's not so bad. It looks kind of like troubling, but the Strength card is a very key indicator that this week for you is going to be pretty passionate and somewhat sexual. So we also have, this could be the one. This could be the romantic partner you seek. You already met the romantic partner you seek. And playfulness, which is the Strength card. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to rise. Blah. That's what's up.
And I just got a double hermit over here.
Wow.
Double hermit. When you're supposed to be playful, so I guess you're going to be playful at home. What do you guys think of this?
I mean, I like what you have next to the hermit with the hands out. That's kind of interesting.
This thing?
Yeah.
Flip it over.
Just because you pointed it out, that's the magic spell cards deck. So you know what? You know why Capricorn's hermiting? Because they're developing their magical powers, as if they needed to develop them any further. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. So this is what you need to focus on, Capricorn. You get the special magic spell card this time.
Thank God, that was supposed to be.
I got the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Coins, which can be a little distress, so to speak. It can also represent situations and relationships that just aren't working out. It's not yielding any love. It's not yielding any happiness. As you can see, that individual is kind of like battered down a bit, and he's trying to get that love. He's trying to get that support, and it hasn't been there. So I think it's time to look at, is this relationship with yourself actually going the way that you want it? Is a relationship with your lover actually going the way that you want it? And where can you actually flip that around? Where can you kind of get that lightning bolt of energy, of force into your life and flip it all around? You gotta turn that boat around. It doesn't matter what boat you're in, you can always get out. When it's sinking, you can get out. If it's floating down the shitstorm, you can get out. But you got to make that decision. You can't just live with that lack of energy, with that lack of love. You have to embrace it. But you can't be afraid of actually implementing that change. Even though at times, we feel beat down, low energy, low love, high stress. But once we know that, then we're going to be able to kind of focus on what that is that needs to change within our life. What is that energy force that needs to kind of get that, flip the switch and turn it all around?
And I saw the Peace Dealer's comment in the chat. So he will now explain what he meant by the comment about this card.
When you flipped it over, I was like, oh, thank God. Nobody got that. But you said it was, there's playfulness and being on your own. And I figured if you're on your own playing with yourself, that the hand was kind of interesting there. But yeah.
However you find love, Capricorn, this week, please do. And on that note,
play with it too.
the dice. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. We got Jupiter in Aquarius in the 8th house. Ooh. Tell me about that.
Jupiter, 8th house, Aquarius. Oh, that looks like an abundance of knowledge that you deal with others. If anything, this to me is saying that you're going to hold space for people to just reveal all sorts of hidden knowledge to you. But the catch here is being in a vulnerable enough space to allow that. And I don't think it's just knowledge too. It's like nuggets and gems. It's like the eighth house is opposite your second house. So it's like the creativity you're providing for others, you're gonna be getting a lot of like nuggets of knowledge. And also, you know, Aquarius eighth house is a different type of sexual intimacy. That's more sapiosexual and definitely weirder and freaky. So I think you're gonna be enjoying that too. Just like this more out there dynamics. It's hard to put into words, but yeah. I feel it's something that you wouldn't openly tell someone you're doing, but you enjoy thoroughly, which is awesome. So,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. All right, everyone. I'm very sad. We're to the end of the Gold Cup here. Thank you for being patient with us and or with me anyway. I mean, come on, it's Craig and Michael here today, so yeah, our last.
I thought we had one more.
Oh, we are this last one. That's great.
Yeah. Our last one
No, we got one.
is Taurus.
Woo! Moo.
Oh yeah, moo. Come on, Craig. You gotta moo.
Yeah. All right, Taurus. We have, I swear to God, I was waiting for this card. Because you got the Hermit for Gemini, you got the Hermit for Cap, and we have the Hermit for Taurus. Oh, right. I know what I'm going to be this week. That's what's up. So, I mean, I got the same card for Gemini, Taurus. It applies the same way. I feel like you're just going to be feeling yourself this week, physically and literally, or figuratively. But it definitely is talking about really enjoying your time. But I feel like it's also for some of you, like, you're going to be getting to know somebody and you're going to be isolating yourself from the rest of the world. It's going to be like maybe with that Seven of Swords element, people may not even realize if you didn't tell people. And you might like that. This is crazy because just like Gemini, we start with the Ten of Cups again. That's interesting. And then we also have, just like Leo, the second card, the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Knight of Swords. So you're starting off this week with a really good feeling, and it's going to evolve and take you to the next level. And we have with the Knight of Swords, you leaping forward. The Knight of Swords could also be someone who you deal with who kind of leaps towards to sweep you off your feet, but not like in a Knight of Wands way. They're going to like talk a lot. But we definitely have some very feel-good energy here. So this is... I feel like last minute, Taurus, you're going to like make a split decision that you're not expecting. But the first part of this week, very blissful and unexpected, like positivity and abundance. So no wonder you're feeling yourself. That's crazy. I feel like it's deeper than just being a low note. With the Hermit card, it's like sacred mysteries being revealed too. Oh my God. I literally got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. That's crazy. And we got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. That could be the Knight of Swords. So that's interesting. That's awesome.
Retreat, reconnect, Seven of Wands, and the High Priestess. Have you been feeling under attack, Taurus? Is that why you're retreating? You know, hold your ground and tap into the depth of your intuition. Hermiting's not a bad thing. I don't know, what else should I say?
Well, it is that tapping in. You know, I got the Five of Swords, and so you know it's kind of knowing what's at stake. You know, what's going on in your mind? What is it that you're actually putting out into the world? Not necessarily just allowing these thoughts to run rampant, but actually being precise with it. It can be that good versus evil. You know, the devil on your shoulder, so to speak. Are you going to succumb to that? Or are you going to say, not today, Satan, not up in here? You know, it's having that mental clarity and being able to sharpen that sword, being able to be sick with it, so to speak, as I believe Wu-Tang said. But knowing your true power, knowing that you can be resilient, knowing that you can progress forward, and not allowing it. You know, sometimes we go into these battles with ourselves. We go into these battles with our lovers and in these relationships, and it can be draining. It can bring us down to a point where, you know, we don't even want to discuss it anymore. We don't want to think about it anymore. And that's a point where you need to cut it off. If it's done, it's done. Sometimes there's no more that needs to be discussing. Sometimes there's nothing more to actually think about that relationship because it's done. And if you get to that point, you need to address it. You need to address it within inside yourself. You need to address it with your partner. Sometimes we have these battles, but it's about progressing forward through it always, knowing that you are tough, knowing that you are resilient, knowing that you do have that love to sustain and to go forward in this life.
Yep, you are. You are. You have that solid, powerful Venus energy, grounded. Call on that this week. And also, you've got Cancer in the 5th house with Mars.
Mars, Cancer, fifth house.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer is in its fall in Mars, but I feel like it's still very juicy there. And in the 5th house, it's the creative juice. It's a very feel good juice. I don't know, like Cancer. Okay, I don't mean to get X-rated here, but I kind of got some like squirt energy. It's very juicy once again. So yeah, I feel like some of y'all it's a very feel good energy. I feel like Scorpio got 6th house Mars and Leo, which is more like passionate, and then Taurus, you're getting this very like more emotionally sexual energy. So yeah, I mean, the challenge with Mars and Cancer is not feeling like taking action when you're not in your comfort zone, but you want to use that tension to your advantage and to really just here, Taurus, normally you don't want to be thirsty, right? But it's going to work in your advantage. You kind of want to approach people like that. Like, I want you right now. Like, oh my gosh, like I gotta, and I feel like it's gonna work for you. I feel like it's gonna work for you the way you do it, and yeah, lead forward with that. That's awesome.
I like that. Good advice. Good advice, Taurus. And let us know how that goes. Be sure to fill us all
let us
in.
know.
Well, you've got Taurus energy, Mike, so keep us posted.
Yeah,
I mean, you're going to be hermiting like crazy this week, though.
Right. Well, when I'm not, I might
in your life that you need to do to make yourself happy. You know, if that is taking time for yourself, if that is getting out there into the world, you have to do what's right by your own energy. Always, we have that individuality about us, and that's what makes this life so special. No other time where you're going to be living this consciousness again, so you need to embrace it. The great feeling, the feeling of sorrow, whatever it is, you just need to live in it and then move on. It's these moments that we need to appreciate, and these moments that we need to not necessarily dwell on, but acknowledge within our lives and continue to press forward. And I had a blast with y'all, and I really appreciate Mike coming through and hanging with us, and Anne hanging as well. So
anytime.
I don't know. Tomorrow, Wednesday, actually, on High Vibe, Lisa Marie Shakti Ma is doing a 11/11 portal. So that's going to be on the 11th, which is Wednesday. So make sure you check that out. That's under the paid video section. We also just added a new section called High Vibe Picks featured free content that has all of Dave's prediction videos on there that we can't put necessarily out on the main sites. But it is on High Vibe, and they have been made free. So that's under High Vibe featured free content, as well as her story, which Anne is on with Erica and Tamara, which has been great. If you haven't seen that, they've been dissecting all the different archetypes of these powerful female energies, from Lilith to Mary Magdalene. It's been awesome to see that and to watch that whole thing unfold through the histories and through the stars and everything.
And Mike has been doing the Triggered Tarot on High Vibe. And what else would you like to say? Any last points for us, Michael?
Just glad to vibe with y'all. I can definitely get used to the live format. So looking forward to that. And be on the lookout. I got some coming up end of this month into December. Gonna be hitting y'all with some new content exclusive for High Vibes. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yep. Check us out. We have all sorts of payment plans available, starting at $10.99 a month, going to 3-month plans to 6-month plans. I think it breaks down to like less than a coffee a day, pretty much, if that. So we're here for you always. Check us out, highvibe.tv. We're in the app stores. We're on Instagram, YouTube here. And thank you all. It's been a blessed night. Appreciate everyone for joining in on the phone with us.
Thank you. Bye.